The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Good evening and welcome to McStabber Studios, Kansas City, a domain divided Intermissions. Tonight, we're going to be taking a little side trip into some Kansas City stories. We're going to get to explore a little something extra that we don't see normally. For the first scene tonight, you're going to get to see, well, what happens when Vladimir finally gets a hold of the abomination. Please enjoy. For this scene, I am, of course, the storyteller.
And hello, I am Maddox, and I will be Vladimir Milosevic of the Shadow Lords.
You've been out with your pack, dealing with the last remnants of a BSD outbreak, really. You don't know if it's related to the issues that have been going on with the Umbra, the corruption of the spirits, but something that has to be taken care of. And as you and your pack have just finished the last of the Black Spiral dancers, everything goes eerily quiet.
What's going on?
If you want to give me perception, alertness, go ahead.
Set difficulty or something special?
6. We'll go with the standard.
And I have a specialty for hearing.
Good. That works then. 3 successes. There's an odd, it's not quite a rumbling, but a sound as if Earth is moving somewhere.
Subconsciously, he'll start flexing his claws a little bit. Keep an eye out. This feels targeted.
One of your pack mates looks over at you. I smell the worm in the air. It's getting stronger.
There'd be more dancers. Be ready.
The first thing you see on a clear patch of ground is the claw that comes up. White. almost albino white, total lack of color, though the fur is spiky. And this thing that pulls itself out of the ground. Now, I mean, Krynos form is 9 feet tall. This thing is pushing 12. He is huge, pale white, slightly mottled in places, spiked, almost like its fur's been turned into a porcupine. But as it clears the ground and looks over and its head turns towards you, you realize you recognize this creature. Brenislav, former pack leader. He went missing 2 or 3 years ago, fighting the worm here in Kansas City. His fur was not white then.
It was black like ours.
Yes. And as it clears the ground, it just lets loose a huff and stands there, just staring.
You have no idea how disappointing that is.
You should never have come, brother.
You're no brother of ours.
I am what I was meant to be. You don't understand. You don't know the power I've gained.
Or what you've lost.
The war for Gaia is over. We've lost.
And yet we're still here. So we haven't lost yet. You're the coward who decided to join just because things were hard.
Come, brothers. Walk the spiral with me. Be free.
Give him no quarter. Rip him to shreds.
And as your pack moves towards him with unbelievable quickness, faster than werewolves should be able to move, he immediately surges forward with a leap that is extremely impressive, actually. 1 minute he's on the ground, the next it's just a blur as he slams into one of your pack mates. And when he stands, you can see him push the body off his spikes.
He'll direct for 2 to flank around so that we all attack him at different spots so that we can start getting hits in.
Okay. Let's get some initiative
pack
going.
Tactics going. Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
let's get an initiative going. Let me hit my initiative button. That wrong button. Where's my button? Volve for snow. Nope. There we go. Look at that. You actually go before him.
Yeah. I'll take that shit. And it's gonna be pretty simple to start. Vlad will reach his hand out, if I remember correctly. Yeah. There is an odd movement from Vlad as he spits towards him.
Okay. So you're using shadow cutting?
Yes.
Okay,
as
you spin
the
the gnosis,
saliva impacts
and now you
the
can
shadow,
strike
it
it as shadow.
ripples. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's, well, I haven't spent any rage, so I can't do multiple actions, but it's a setup.
Mm-hmm. Now,
and if I'm not mistaken, I think my pack can also attack it.
Yes, they can. And I'm using The same thing applies for the abomination, so you're aware. He cannot spend blood and gnosis, or blood, gnosis, or rage. He can spend one of the three in a given turn. He cannot cross between the two.
Gotcha.
Yep. That is one of the limitations on abominations.
It's almost like they shouldn't exist, and so they're imbalanced.
Yeah, almost. As your pack mates come in, his speed is just something you've never seen. Even the fastest werewolf you've never seen moving like this. You've seen the leeches do it. You've seen their unholy speed. As your pack moves in, they move in and hit him, but only one of them actually really gets a claw wound in him. And as it hits him, you notice that it was hard to tell as he was coming out of the ground. He has just a light blue glow surrounding him. He's using Luna's armor, even though he's an abomination.
Shouldn't be connected to fucking whatever. We're in the middle of a fight. Deal with the problems afterwards. Luna's armor is gonna make shit a fucking nightmare. Am I close to him by this point?
Yeah.
Okay, then Vlad's actually gonna give a quick half motion to hope that his pack will try to back up, even though he knows they're not going to get away fast enough, and he's going to clap his clawed hands together for Clap of Thunder now.
Yeah, I couldn't use that on you because he used another ability this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to spend a Gnosis. I've got to roll a willpower roll, which ain't going to look good for him. Let's see. You can only use it once a combat, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to have him roll his willpower. Difficulty is 8, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He got 2 successes. So he's not stunned. And with this inhuman speed, he comes for you. Mechanically, so you're aware, he dumped 4 blood into celerity to give him 4 full dice pool attacks this turn.
Mm.
He used a bunch of them on defense for your pack mates, but he is attacking you. Unfortunately, you've already made your action for the turn with Clap of Thunder, so you have nothing for defense, huh?
Nope. All I have is Soak, and that's about my only wall.
Okay. He comes in and his claws come raking in. His sharpened claws. Give me your Soak roll.
Yep. Thank God for stamina 7.
This is where it's going to get uglier. He had 2 extra successes.
Ouch. Well, I Soak 3.
You soak 3 damage. I had 10 successes.
Yes, you did. Ouch. So I take 7.
That puts you incapacitated immediately. Yep. Let's see. Fill that up. Any other hit and you're dead. Now you can, the werewolf rules do let you spend a willpower to continue to move.
I think I'm going to have to.
Yep. You're incapacitated. You can, where is it? Actually use a stamina primal urge. Yeah. Yep.
Standard difficulty, right?
Yep. No,
And
difficulty 4. Actually, your difficulty becomes 10.
And then can I use willpower on this?
I will say you can.
Okay, why not? 1 success. The fact I got any is a shock.
You are able to continue fighting even though you're incapacitated.
Sounds good to me. eyes half red with fury just to keep me standing up, but
And you're not the only one, or he's not the only one that gets extra hits or moves extra this turn. A number of your pack mates, they're letting you do the gifts. They are using rage to add extra attacks in.
as they should.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of rage, so
and they managed to land 2 more blows on him, cutting his undead flesh pretty deep.
good.
But he's not. I mean, this is an abomination. He doesn't bleed.
Not unless he wants to.
So we're back to your go.
Well,
You are barely able to. I mean, you're on your knees, but you're able to think barely.
fucking suddenly I'm forgetting one of the most key things about werewolf, which is how to fucking heal yourself.
Well, let's see. I'll bring it up. Actually, you took all aggravated. You can't.
Oh,
Werewolf claws
fuck.
deal aggravated damage to each other.
No, you're totally right. That's why I'm cussing. It's because you're totally right.
Mm-hmm. He can't heal his either.
And being a Shadow Lord, Theurge, I can't heal. So, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to spend a rage for an extra action and just try to claw the motherfucker twice.
Okay, you get your first action first, and then you get your second after everybody goes. So go ahead. You'll get the first hit on him. He's not defending.
Standard.
Yep, standard difficulty 6. Actually, if you look on your character sheet, I've already added your claws as a weapon under gear.
Oh shit! I did not even notice.
Yep. Come on, it's all about making it easy.
And here
I love
am,
Foundry.
And here I am being such a Luddite about everything.
I love Foundry. Yep.
0 successes on the attack.
Because he incapacitated. Oh, minus 99 dice. It didn't roll any dice. Hang on a second. That's not right. You should get 1 die.
Minus 99 dice. Try again.
There you go. Try again.
Okay. God, even Foundry thinks I'm fucking doomed.
There you go. You got 3 successes. Now roll your damage off that.
Which I believe is just my strength, right?
It should be popped up after you hit. Oh, you didn't roll your weapon, did you?
Oh, no shit, I didn't. God damn it.
Click it on the weapon.
Sorry.
That way it brings it up automatically. Makes it easy. There you go. This time you got a botch.
Yeah, well, it's sort of more what I expected, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense, doesn't it?
I am at death's door.
And I mean, you try to hit him, but it doesn't work. But as he seems to be gloating over you, 2 of your pack mates jump on his back. By the way, the one he initially speared has not moved.
Yeah. One problem at a time.
And with an arm, he reaches back and slings one off his back and hurls it away. But you can hear the flesh tearing as it comes free. But now it's his go.
Yes, it is.
He just takes one claw to swipe at you.
Sure he does.
Got 5 successes. And you get a soak roll.
Yes, I do. 0 successes.
See, it's not rolling right for the soak. Actually, you get a soak roll. He had 10 successes, though, for the damage part. So I don't think you're possible to soak enough to stop it. Because any wounds, can you get 10 successes on a soak?
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, when you hit the soak button, you notice it didn't lower your dice pool.
Yeah. I
You
keep
managed to
sorry.
block 6 of it. Very nice. 6 successes on a soak. 10 damage
Yeah.
overall. And that one claw just tears your soul from your body as you're laying there. But as you're fading, as you're losing your connection to the world, your spirit that tonight has been distracted, not talking, not answering you, suddenly lets out a scream.
At that, Vlad is going to just smile up at this absolute traitor. Allow me to tell you a story around a fire. And whatever the
With those
spirit's going to
words,
do.
an inferno erupts over where you're laying with him on top of you. Unfortunately, one of your packmates on his back. Spirit not liking the loss of his theurge, his companion, unleashes fire because it was a fire spirit. And the last thing you hear as you fade is a scream coming from this abomination. And then it's cut off, and the roaring flames is all that you pass into this world hearing.
I die smiling.
Your pack down 2 members, 1 injured, down you as well. Looks over the smoking corpse of this abomination. Hasn't been dead or hasn't been turned long enough to turn to ash. Tears the body apart, grinding it into nothingness. You cannot allow the abomination, even a piece of it, to exist. And thus, Vladimir has fallen. But I think your pack did what it needed to do. The BSDs are done. And most importantly, the abomination is done.
They will recover.
Killed because he forgot one thing about Vladimir. His spirit companion. Thank you, Maddox, for playing Vladimir for this chronicle. I am hoping we will see you in other episodes. But not as Vladimir. He is gone.
May he rest in Gaia's mercy.
See everybody in the next scene. Well, I guess that's the last time we're going to get to see Vladimir. For this next intermission scene, the coterie's on the way to Elysia when they encounter someone unexpected. Please enjoy. And for this scene, everybody, I am Shanky McStabber, the storyteller.
And I am Mama McStabber, and I'm playing Dr. Katerina Rakosi of Clan Zamitzi.
I am Jen of Thieves, and I am playing Sunday Booth of the Hakata.
I'm House. I play Bo Solomon, Clan Toreador.
Tonight, it's been a few days since Dracula showed up at your place. But you're on your way to Elysium.
Mm-hmm.
When riding in the vehicle together, police lights are suddenly behind your car.
She pulls over.
I didn't do anything.
None of us did. I wasn't even speeding.
And as you pull over, the car stops right behind you, light still flashing. And the spotlight gets put on your vehicle. And you can hear someone walking up.
She looks in the mirror. Who does she see?
The light makes it so you can't see who it is.
Oh, this isn't going to go well for this individual.
And then there's a tap on your window.
I should be able to see at the window. What?
I was saying I can compel him or her if you'd like me to.
It'll be fine. I'm looking at the window before I roll it down.
There's a police officer there. He's got a flashlight tapping on the window, And he's just standing there.
She rolls the window down.
And he leans down, and he's got long black hair, a very unpolice-like gray goatee that hangs down. And you can clearly see his name badge. It just says Twitch on it.
Hmm.
Miss Riccozzi?
Dr. Riccozzi.
Dr. Riccozzi? Let's see. Yes, I see. You got Bo with you. I believe that would be Sunday, wouldn't it?
And your
I know
Twitch.
that.
Yes, Officer Twitch.
Officer Twitch. Which academy did you graduate from?
The Academy of Life.
That's what I thought. What can we do for you?
Now, we might need to have a brief talk here.
Well, you pulled us over, so
Yes,
are we
the-
talking here?
Well, we can. The person I normally would speak with, he's no longer in the city, it seems.
Oh, you're talking about Callum.
Yes.
Yeah, he went back to Chicago.
And that kind of leaves me in an odd position because I came out here to serve as assistance for him. He's not here. Not sure how I can deal with that one. You all have been a bit busy, haven't you?
Yeah.
And Sabat is gone.
Mm-hmm.
My little birds tell me next will be the Second Inquisition.
Unless some other asshole decides to get higher on the list.
You wouldn't be referring to me, would you? Striking a law enforcement officer is a
I'm
crime.
not talking about you. You don't seem the type.
I thought you were talking about him.
She's a smart one. You should keep her around a while. I don't know how much you know of me. I don't know what Callum told you about me. I'm not good at seeing the future.
That is something he kind of said, that you're good at getting information, but not necessarily predicting things.
But I can hear those who do predict things.
That's helpful.
The voices in the city are talking.
Are they?
Yes.
Talking or singing?
That's an odd question. Yeah. If I was hearing singing, I think I would tell you I was hearing singing. Are you having a problem with music?
Who's to say?
You know they say music soothes the savage beast.
Or inspires it.
Correct. No, they're feel I should warn you all about some of the things that are being said on the web.
Okay. I'm all ears.
You should beware of the dead man's switch.
Okay.
I don't know what it means. I don't even get to see the visions. I only hear what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. I have some familiarity with what a dead man's switch is.
I don't.
Let's just say I had a run-in with some Second Inquisition operatives that tried to claim they had one on a guy. That time it was a false flag, a red herring. But I imagine next time it won't be.
That's the message.
All right. Well, I
I mean,
appreciate it.
But since I'm here, y'all are pretty quiet in there. You got any questions for Officer Twitch here?
I'm kind of new around here, so
I'm an observer, you might say.
Hmm.
I move place to place, listen, hear things. I try not to get involved, at least I used to. Unfortunately, I don't have that option anymore. And he holds his hand up, and on the back of his hand is a red crescent moon that looks like it's been tattooed on him. Yeah, I don't get the option anymore.
What's that from?
Cat extends a hand and says, "Can I look more closely at that?"
Oh, sure, you can look at it. And as you look at it, it starts to fade and shimmers in and out of existence. It doesn't like to stay visible long. It's a pain in the ass, really.
Interesting.
Yes.
I didn't think tattoos stuck to us.
They don't. This is not your normal tattoo. This was given to me by a Justicar.
Did you make him mad?
Oh, that's not necessarily, well, I mean, it's kind of a brand, but, oh,
You know of those marks.
I've never seen one in person.
No, you normally don't. Normally, it's only shown when the one using it needs to force compliance out of an unruly prince.
Haha, got it. Well, we don't really have an issue with an unruly prince.
No, you don't. He's
Very busy.
barely holding on, I'm afraid. I don't know how much longer he can handle it. I'm trying to help. It's difficult.
Do you know of anyone that knows more on how to help? In all your travels.
There's a Giovanni in Chicago.
Which one?
I believe he's in Milwaukee now. Alessandro Giovanni.
She looks to the others. We gotta ask Rashad when we see him.
Rashad knows him.
Oh, good. That'll make it easier.
My dear friend Sunday there, you seem confused about what this mark means. This marks me as an agent of the Allisters.
Oh, not just the Allisters, the red Allisters.
Oh, congratulations.
They're the ones that hunt anathema.
The red list.
Oh. You hunting anybody here?
If I was, I couldn't tell you. Literally, I couldn't tell you. Unfortunately, one of the side effects is there's a bit of compulsion involved with this one.
Hmm.
Apparently, I wasn't as trusted as I thought I was.
Funny how that happens.
You know how much it chafes for someone of my age? I'm an officer of the damn law, and I'm being compelled.
I don't have any clue because I'm not that old.
Mm.
But I know how much I would chafe at it.
Is that something you decided to do, or
I was given a choice. My neutrality was called into question. I chose.
guessing the one that kept you alive?
I believe the choice was I could join the list or work for it.
So same.
That's what happens when you create an infernalist as a child.
Whoops.
Whoops. Indeed, whoops. Mistakes were made.
Hmm.
You are staring at me awful hard, Bo.
Apologies. But no, last time I questioned an officer, I ended up in a jail cell for an evening, so I really don't have anything to say. Besides, you telling me about the dead man switch tells me all I need to know.
I'm glad you got some use out of that. I don't know what it was. It just kept rattling in my head every time I turned around.
Well, hopefully now that it's out of your head, it can save space for something else.
Yes, I've got to go and pull over speeders later tonight. I have a quota of all things.
Now,
My
no,
point is
you
that-
don't. Officially, no, you don't. Shh. Well, everybody knows that you all have quotas, but no, you don't talk about it.
It's so confusing sometimes, honestly. I don't know how long this mask will last before it annoys me and I must switch again.
Ah, fascinating.
Now, I've shared what I can.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. If you ever want to look different, look me up.
I can't.
You can't?
No.
Do you question my capabilities?
No, I
I don't think it has
question
anything to do with
my
that.
curse.
Oh,
Can you make a Nosferatu? Not a Nosferatu?
I can't make them not a Nosferatu, but I can make them look different.
No, my curse would keep my face. I'd put it back when I wasn't looking.
Hmm. Child of the moon, then, huh?
Oh, of course. I thought you knew that already based on the previous mask I wore. I don't know if Callum told you of the street urchin,
Hmm.
but if you need me for anything, just call the chief. Ask for Officer Twitch.
All right.
He'll find me.
All right.
You have a good evening and stay safe, please. Watch out. There's all kinds of bad things on this road tonight.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe, the police should do something about that.
I never get involved in werewolf affairs.
Oh, werewolves. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to avoid those too.
No, you don't.
No, I send them to handle their affairs and then I let them do it. Okay.
He is really good at knowing things.
The curse of my clan is strong in me, and I can hear what they hear, see what they see, bits and pieces. If one of my clan knows, given time, I'll know too. It's strongest in the city.
You be careful as well, Twitch.
I'm an officer of the law. I'm always safe. I got my bulletproof vest on.
Yeah, I'm not worried about things that just break the law.
They haven't killed me yet. And he turns, y'all have a good evening, and heads back to his vehicle, and the lights get turned off. And yeah, he's driving a Kansas City police car. I mean, you don't know how he got one. And it even has Officer Twitch on the door panels.
She rolls up her window. Looks to the other two and says, Malkavians are always just so fascinating. Disturbing, but fascinating.
I had more issues with the uniform than his disposition.
Yeah. My line of work. Deal with them a lot.
Anyway,
Yeah. Well, let's head to Elysia.
So off you all go to Elysia after a very odd meeting. Thank you, players. We'll see some of you in the later scenes. For this scene, Bo Solomon finally gets to do what he's been wanting to do for a while now. He gets to cook. Please enjoy. For this scene, well, you all know I am the storyteller Shanky McStabber.
And I am Mom McStabber, and for this scene, I am playing Connie Dubois of Clan Malkavian.
I am Jen of Thieves, and for this scene, I am playing Comedy of Clan Toreador.
Hi, I'm Maddox, and for this scene, I am playing Tragedy of Clan Nosferatu.
And I'm Chef Bo Solomon, played by House, and I have lots of regrets right now.
And as you requested from Otto, the counselor of the young, you finally got all the assistance you needed from the Thin Bloods, and they've refined your concoction. This, I think, is the 5th iteration of the concoction, finally getting to the point where I think Bo accepts what it's capable of compared to some of the limitations of the earlier versions. So tonight, you are actually having a private tasting to get your first tasties. And you're actually at Dylan's in the private area. Dylan has closed the restaurant tonight. You have free reign of his kitchen. And if you want to do tableside, of course, he has a cart you can bring to do tableside. But that way you know you have a private place. And thanks to Charlie, through Sunday, the whole place is yours to do what you need with. So as Bo is getting set up, in comes, well, you were told it was going to be 1 for dinner, but 3 people come through, and I will let each character describe themselves as they come through. The first would, of course, be Connie.
Connie walks in and she's laughing with her companions, talking about this experience and how it's going to be so novel and should be wonderful. And as she walks in, oh, you must be Bo Solomon, the chef.
Yes, pleasure.
Connie
pleasure.
Dubois. And she reaches out a hand. And what you see before you is a woman who's about 5'6", 5'7". She's not totally like waif thin, but she's thin but kind of shapely. And she carries herself like the whole world's a stage. She's beautiful. But
I would have taken
you
her
can tell
hand.
she probably has done some acting.
I would have taken her hand, kissed the top of it. I apologize. I was not informed that you would have guests, but that is not a problem.
That's okay. I figure I will be the guest, per se, but I am happy if you would like to try with multiples. These are my paramours, Comedy, and she points to the beautiful blonde, and Tragedy, and she points to the Nos.
Bo hides any sort of reaction as best as he can and says, welcome. Disclaimer, just with how this process works, while you both would be able to enjoy the food, especially with the special sauce, let's say, that goes in it, the full experience is only able to be enjoyed by one person at a time. You might get what I mean as we really dive in.
Positively novel.
Any questions beforehand?
What do you need from us?
Us, nothing. You, this is the biggest ask. And as he's going, he's like talking and getting the other table settings put out to match the others. And Bo will extend a hand for Connie's.
And she'll take it.
Oh my God, that's
Consent.
like so romantic.
Really digging the atmosphere, too.
Dinner and a show? Oh my God.
Consent is key to this. I have the ability to look into your mind, but I will need permission first. And before I do that, I need you to recall whether it's a favorite meal from when you were mortal. We can be cards on the table here, from your childhood, something that my pantry is fully stocked. I can make anything, but I need it to be, it can't just be any meal. I need it to be important. or this experience will not. You won't get the most out of what this experience could be.
Give me a
Well-
moment. That was a long time ago.
No problem.
But yes, you have my permission. It's fascinating.
As she's thinking, Ms. Comedy, Mr. Tragedy, any questions that you have for me?
Any side effects we might want to watch out for? Anything that could go wrong?
For you two, probably not. As we were testing out the special ingredient, it did leave my tongue an odd color. That shouldn't be the case anymore, but no lingering or harmful effects from the meal you're about to have tonight.
I have a question.
Yes.
What color?
It was purple and then kind of a swirly green.
You
Kind of
could
like
sell
this man's shirt.
that. Oh my gosh.
One important stipulation, there can be no garlic. Unless you want me,
Understood.
unless, yeah.
Understood. Don't worry. At the time I was alive, let's just say that things were a little sparse. So you don't have to worry
Understood.
about that. She's actually going to say, I remember when I was a little girl, one of my birthdays.
Here, let's,
I'm not going to say it out loud.
okay.
But my mom made a very special treat. Let's see if you can recreate it.
May I have your hand?
She will extend her hand.
And Bo will close his eyes and, with the granted permission, use telepathy to get the surface level thought of this
Yep.
memory.
And it's a little difficult at first because the beast always resists any attempt to use those kinds of powers, but you've been practicing just for this.
And she also settles it down herself to allow passage.
What
You
do I
can
see?
feel that. And what you see is prune pudding with a clotted cream on top. We are talking a Depression era dish.
What else is associated with this dish? Is there a specific event?
It was her birthday.
Birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Any
She
other
was
gifts?
she was an only child. Her parents had nearly lost everything in the crash. And they were rebuilding from the ground up. So there wasn't much. But her mother made sure she felt special on her birthday.
Anything else that was paired with the prune pudding and the clotted cream?
Sweet milk.
Was there any, did you get a gift on this birthday, or was the prune pudding the gift?
That was the gift.
How do you remember feeling on this day?
It'd been some time since we'd been able to have a treat. I felt like this was possibly the start of better times.
Right. Is there anything else that Bo isn't looking for this, but is there anything else that Bo might see in the midst of this memory, whether it was intentional or not? And no is a fine answer as well.
I think she has enough control of her own thoughts and what she transfers to others that you would not. You would see
Great.
exactly what's required.
Perfect. Bo would come out of the connection.
And she would release your hand.
Some baking's involved, so you'll have to give me a little bit of time. But please,
Of course.
you feel free to ask about the process. Talk amongst yourselves. I am here to serve and entertain. Bo will go lay out all the necessary ingredients and get to cooking.
Awesome.
And while he's doing this, he is also going to glance amongst Connie, comedy, tragedy, and just tap into his clan iconography. Just while we've said it at the start, Bo didn't necessarily get a intro on the clans of his guests.
You notice that while they don't seem to have a lot of clan iconography, I mean, if you can't tell a Nosferatu by looking at one, we've got problems.
This
you
one's
do
sitting in a
notice-
bunch of
There is
crooked
something
angles.
Connie has.
Right, you do notice
The ring looks like a shattered mirror. The way the gem is refracted, it looks like a shattered mirror.
but you also notice they seem to have the markings of what you've seen for some of the anarchs in places, though it's different than what you're used to seeing. Your guess may be West Coast.
What brought you to Kansas City? Couldn't have just been to come see me.
No, actually, we're here to see Tragedy's sire.
And I go where Connie goes.
Yes, you do, darling.
But yeah, he said, and he'll shift. His whole body is made up of wrong angles, not right angles. His arm almost looks like it has two elbows in places. Even his fingers are twisted in the wrong direction slightly. Everything looks just a bit broken on him. But he seems casual enough as he shrugs. He said things have actually chilled the fuck out over here, so I got curious.
And when a Nos gets curious, you gotta let him hunt it down.
Just wait until he pouts at you. You can't say no.
It's the cutest thing ever.
I really do have that sort of broken puppy dog look, don't I?
Such a good boy.
Woof.
Would it be rude of me to ask who your sire is? I do know a few of your clan in the area.
I wouldn't be surprised if you missed him. If he turned sideways, he'd probably disappear. His name's Cutter.
I happen to know him.
Yeah,
Small world. Small world.
the smallest.
And Ms. Comedy, I don't know if you caught on, but we are actually clanmates.
Oh my gosh, like I'm not surprised. You're kind of cute.
Thank you.
Or goes by any other name.
Do you like have to work? Like, is this a job?
It's what I do to make money, but I wouldn't call it work.
Okay.
I enjoy doing it. As the saying goes, if you love doing something, don't do it for free.
Oh, they don't. But that's okay. They're worth every
not here-
penny.
I'm not here to judge.
With
I'm here to
interest.
I'm high maintenance.
Bo will kind of put his head down, appreciating the banter. Doesn't get a lot of this banter among his lovely coterie that he loves so dearly, but this is something he actually misses, being in the kitchen, seeing the people, how they interact, especially when they're nice.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll work. As the pudding starts to set, he will take out the alchemy spice he got, kind of sprinkle a little bit over the top, and then as the sauce is coming together, he will make a little slit in his arm, a couple drops, all it requires, as he's focusing on the memory Connie bestowed upon him. And if you were looking in the pot, you would see kind of this shimmer, not a sparkle, but a shimmer.
Would you
and
have
then
allowed
color.
Connie to peer as you were cooking?
If she asked, he's not
She would,
offering.
because she's fascinated by this.
This is your experience. If you'd like to see, you are more than welcome.
Thank you. You are a very gracious host. And she's just watching. She doesn't say a word. She's just watching.
What did it's clear that tragedy is looking as well, but more, what did the seasoning itself look like?
It looked probably like, I'd say like a paprika, just that kind of color tone.
Okay, so sort
if
of
you
red.
if you just saw a jar of it, you wouldn't think anything of it. But that was something Bo asked of too. The first couple iterations, it definitely looked odd, and as we beta tested and adjusted, we got it to something that would be while Bo would know what it was, it wouldn't be, to the untrained eye, it would look like any sort of spice. Said just a few little sprinkle. Would you like the honors of pouring over the top, or would you like me to do it?
Oh, I'd love to. And
Okay.
she does.
She'll take just one ladle suffices.
Mm-hmm. And she will follow his instructions to a T.
May I ask you to take your seat now?
Of course. Thank you for allowing me to participate. And she sits down.
My pleasure. Bo will go into the refrigerator, pull out some sweet milk or a glass. Comedy tragedy. Would you like a glass as well?
Oh, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
All right.
I'm like so full.
Bo, with 2 plates on one arm, the other in his other hand, will set them down in front of his 3 guests. Now, again, just to reiterate, comedy tragedy, you may enjoy now. You should be able to taste it as intended for, I'll say, basic consumption. But again, Connie, for the full experience that you have requested, I will need your hand again.
She will extend her hand.
Bo will slowly go down, kiss the top of it, and share his heightened sense of taste with her.
Mm,
Now focus.
thank you.
Focus again on that memory. This is designed to tap into that. So if you're thinking of that, this experience should be better.
She will take the spoon and dip it into the pudding.
And
then
Bo is
close her
mimicking.
eyes.
Bo is mimicking every movement because he wants. When he tastes, that's when she'll taste it.
And then she places the spoon in her mouth and takes the bite.
And it's
I'm going to turn this over to Connie for what she feels.
yeah,
This is
it's
her memory.
you can describe it. It's exactly actually it's slightly better than you remember because with his heightened senses, he's tied into it. It makes the flavor even more.
It is sweet and rich, decadent. And the cream smooths it out a bit so that the sweetness isn't too sharp. And as she takes that bite, she remembers being 8 years old and having it the first time for her birthday.
We'll wait till she opens her eyes before he says anything.
And as she swallows, she opens her eyes.
The
And
ego
there's a little
assuming-
bit of blood tears welling. They haven't shed, but they're welling.
You'd see the
Tragedy
same.
will- Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
He'll place his left hand on her right shoulder and just massage it gently.
She is going to like rush to grab the tears before they ruin her makeup. Just little dab.
Little handkerchief,
on
yeah.
napkin.
While Bo
Beautiful,
and
you look great.
Connie
Oh my God.
aren't connected like they had been, you will notice that Bo is sharing in that sense. Seeing the reaction has caused a similar reaction in him, but he'd say, the egoist in me hopes it's better than you remember, but if I'm being honest, I hope it's as good as you remember it.
It's perfect. Thank you, Chef Solomon.
Perfect. Oh my God. Are we
I
gonna
think
keep him?
this is the first time Bo has actually heard him be called Chef Solomon, not in a professional sense or ironically, and he just kind of nods his head and smiles. Is there anything else I can get you to round out the meal, unrelated to this, just to any libations, anything that would make the rest of this evening more perfect?
It's appreciated, but this is more than enough. Thank you.
Well, please finish. I'll be
Can
over
I
here.
please have your card? I may have use of your services later.
Oh, well, pull one out of his pocket.
And she'll take it.
And Big T's helped you get nice, big, fancy
Mm-hmm.
business cards.
And she puts it in her handbag and says, "This was wonderful, truly." And she takes another bite.
Tell your friends.
Absolutely
Unless you just want this
will.
for yourself.
Hell, I may have to come back for a pepperoni pizza.
More than happy to.
No garlic in the sauce, as you said.
Yeah, unfortunate occupational hazard.
We all
We've
have
all
our
got our
quirks.
ticks.
Those are so funny.
Uh,
So where'd you get the idea for something like this anyway?
I think that's a good question. I think food is more than just something when we were alive, used for sustenance. They say that the sense of smell can evoke memory. As a chef, I really think it's the sense of taste. And I think those memories get unlocked when we have something reminiscent from a time. And if I can unlock that with my gift, I think I will help a lot of people, especially those in our circumstance. Not everyone, not everyone's ready for it. Some people want to forget that time, but for those who want to remember the fond times, I can help.
And as she swallows the bite she just took, she says, "You know, and I was right. At 8 years old, I was right. Better times were coming."
Hopefully they still are.
They come and go. But we're on a high run right now.
And from what I've heard, there's no active war around here right now, so that's sick.
The Sabbat are gone.
Are they?
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah. I can tell you more later, but yeah.
You're absolutely telling me more later.
A little story.
If you're looking for, maybe fun that's a little below table, I have a friend named Johnny who you all might get along with.
That sounds so fucking familiar.
How below table?
Bar table, poker table, however low you want to go.
Who would have thought KC would be such a hop in the spot? Damn.
I know.
Bootlegger town.
Bootlegger town. That is true. That is true.
But unless you want to stay for my cleaning up, I do have other places I do need to be.
No, you're all good, dude.
Thank you so much. And she will put her napkin on the table and say, "This was truly wonderful. And I'll be in touch once I get settled."
Please do.
And as Bo cleans up and Connie, tragedy and comedy head out for the night, I think we're going to end this scene here. Thank you all for doing this scene. And, well, we'll see everybody in the next scene. For this scene, Kat has an encounter with an old friend while leaving work one night. Please enjoy. And for this scene, as always, I'm the storyteller.
And I am Mama McStabber, and I am playing Dr. Katarina Rakosi of Clan Zamitsu.
It's a couple of nights after you ran into Officer Twitch at Elysia.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming out of the hospital after your evening shift. And when you get to the parking garage and you get near your car, the smell of cigarette smoke wafts in the air. Now, this is a hospital. There's no smoking on hospital grounds.
Mm-mm.
But the smell of cigarette smoke is strong.
Dick Tracy, I told you you're not allowed to do that here.
And I told you, kid, they can try to stop me. And when he speaks, he's there suddenly in his trench coat with he's in a brown trench coat with a tan fedora and a cigarette hanging out his mouth like he thinks he's Dick Tracy. It's Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Passing through town, kid. Figured I'd stop in and say, hey, how's things going on your end? I've been hearing some odd rumors.
Really?
Yeah.
What you been hearing? I'll let you know if it's true or not.
I've heard that there's a new boss of the labyrinth around here.
Yeah, true.
And you all had a hand in that.
True.
That little fucker had a pair of alligators for pets. Did you even deal with those?
Yes, that's also true. And yes, it got dealt with.
You got to tell me, are they as good as Cedric's rats?
No.
Okay, he's going to be happy to hear that.
And she's wearing the shoes and the belt and they make great accessories.
Yeah, but that's not what the breeding pits are for. You don't want to make accessories. I will leave that out because if Cedric hears that you've turned breeding animals into
they attacked
accoutrements, he might not be happy.
Yeah, well, they attacked us, so they had to be destroyed.
I mean, you seen Nim, that big bastard. I mean, we could make two or three.
That is huge.
And make 2 or 3 handbags out of that damn thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm not into rat fur. So, yeah, that's true. Basically, the Sabbat is pretty much no more.
Damn, run him out of town.
And destroyed quite a few. Glad you stopped by, though, because I'd like to settle our tab.
I mean, I'm not used to that kind of a discussion, I'm used to, more people asking more favors, not evening things out.
Yeah, I'd like to settle our tab.
I mean, you helped me a lot during the war, and I know I've helped you a bit since then, but I do still owe you a bit.
Yeah, you do. It's not too much to ask, I don't think.
My policy, I hate owing anyway.
Exactly. So let's just settle it, and then we'll be on an even footing.
Okay.
Then I can ask you for more favors later, and you'll be able to hold that against me.
Well, that's my stock in trade.
I know it is, and I don't begrudge you it. We need reliable nos in the city.
Oh, come on. A spider that backstabs everybody's not reliable? I know it's a joke.
Yeah. Him and his lackeys are gone. Never to return. There's a few here that are still around, but there's not many.
Yeah, I know little cutters around here somewhere.
Yeah. He's still trying to chase tail.
He's always trying to chase tail. Has he caught any yet?
Not yet. Problem is he looks like a child.
I mean, that's part of it.
And he's a little aggressive about it.
He's a dog that chases after a car. I don't even think he'd know what to do with it if he caught it.
I find him hilarious, but
Well, most do, but that don't mean you're going to sleep with him.
exactly.
Okay.
So, yeah, the Sabbat's no longer an issue, but we've got a fucking thin blood operating the Second Inquisition in this city and working with fucking the technocracy as well.
You know my policy on that, right? Thermite.
Yeah, I know. We got some. But I'm doing things with my people, the group of us. We're utilizing connections to get more than just us fighting it. Because I'm going to be real. Most of these fucking Camarilla assholes didn't lift a fucking finger against the Sabbat.
You know, I've been around longer than you have, kid. Let me tell you something. Most of the time, none of them tend to get involved unless their own shit's directly threatened.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you think I am a little more freeform in my allegiances?
Same reason I'm truly getting that way. So yeah, we need information. And let's be real, nobody does it better than your clan.
No. I mean, I'm not much of an information broker, but I understand the point.
Yeah.
I know what Cedric and Wineka do, so.
Right. Nobody does it better. And even if you're not the one that primarily is information, you still get it as you trade favors.
Oh, I'm owed a lot.
Yeah.
So you want to call us even on all debts if I get you some reliable immigrants to the city.
Yeah. And I don't care if they're Cam, if they're Anarch, whatever. Let them be clan before sect.
You mean
that I can deal with.
You don't want me to send some of the Sabbat boys down from New York, what's left of them?
So they can be lunch?
I can send them in a box.
Okay, well, if you really want to, but that's not useful. So
Yeah, I know a couple that owe me some favors. I can probably rope them in.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how many I'll get yet. I definitely get you some.
Okay.
I mean, it don't take many to really get the information flow going again.
Have them come talk to me and my people when they come to the city. We'll give them an update on what's going on here. We won't bullshit them.
Okay, I can do that. Trying to think of travel times. Have you all at least cleaned up the rail yard area?
Oh yeah, that's been handled.
Okay, because they'll probably have to come in through rail to get in here.
Yeah.
So, probably take a week or two before I can get some in here, but I'll get them in here. We'll be even Steven on that.
Mm-hmm. And if by chance you happen to hear from anyone that my grandmother is coming back stateside, just let me know. I'll owe you for it.
Yeah. I got news for you on that one. I assume your brother told you she's out of country.
Yeah, he did.
She lied to him.
She's not?
She's not.
Mm.
Yeah.
She's still sitting her ass in Jersey?
Nope.
Where is she?
She's down in Louisiana right now.
Oh. Maybe someone will roll her fat ass into the bayou and lose her there for good.
You won't get that lucky. You know she don't trust him. And
There's some gator nos down there.
there is, but she don't trust him. So you know she's lying to him. Come on.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she basically tried to set it up so that I would destroy him. And I didn't. I gave him another option so that he could possibly save his ass from me. And he took it.
I mean, I guess that's good. I mean, I don't know. I thought you'd want to kill him, but, you know.
No, because he was her puppet when he did the things he did.
And family's family.
He was her puppet. So it's not him I want to destroy.
Well, I hope you get her. Unfortunately, I'm not able to send her a message to tell her to come here because, well, she wouldn't trust me further and she could throw her own fat ass.
I'm not asking that at all, Martin.
Good.
Honestly, if you're smart, the less you have to do with her, the better off you are.
Look, I had my fill of her during the war. I still keep tabs on her, obviously, because she still owes a couple favors to me. And it's
that may never get paid back.
it's like leashing a rabid dog, though. I could try to call the favors in, but I'm not sure it wouldn't try to bite back at the same time,
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know the kind of monster she is.
Yeah. Okay, we can do that. I'm on my way back to Chicago, but I'll put the word out.
All right.
Yeah.
How's Destiny doing?
She's doing all right,
Good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, she's holding up, which is good. And she was upset when Lamar left, but he had to come back. He said he had some biz to do. He's over in Milwaukee now, so.
It's the second time I heard of somebody going to Milwaukee. What the fuck's going on in Milwaukee?
Decker's been removed, got a new queen. Cleaning the fucking place up. I heard it's a rumor now, it's not been confirmed because the Noss are still light there, and Cedric don't like to share everything with me. But heard she's worked a deal to bring peace with the Lupine, which is, an accomplishment for that fucking city.
God damn.
Yeah. I believe it when I see it.
Event true.
Yeah. I would have believed it from a gangrel, but then again, Decker was a gangrel. Look what he did. He fucked it all up.
Decker was a douche.
Yeah, Pecker was that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fascinating. Wow. Okay. Well, not my circus, not my monkeys, but,
Yeah, but she's doing all right,
Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it.
Yep. Okay. I'll get out of here then.
You need a place to stay before you head out? Are you good?
No, I'm good. You know me.
I know you.
I can always find me a place. Yeah, I've always got a place going here. I just got to get off this property before the security comes and gets me because I'm, smoking in here again.
It's fine. I know them all by name.
Yeah. Well, you take it easy, kid. And like I said, a week or two.
All right. You travel safe.
You too. And he turns and then in plain view of you, he just disappears. Mm-hmm. Though that smell of cigarette smoke is still in the air.
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Not many kindred smoke, but he does.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think you've already figured out long ago, he doesn't do it because he wants to smoke.
No.
It's a game.
It's a game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And as Kat gets in her car, I think this right here is where we'll end this scene.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kat, for this one. And we've got one more scene to do, everybody. See you in that scene. And for the final scene of the evening, we get a little peek into what Sunday is doing when she's not with the rest of the coterie. Please enjoy. And for this scene, everybody, I am, of course, the storyteller, but I'm also going to be playing Ashley.
And I'm Jen of Thieves, playing Sunday Booth again.
And tonight you're over at the Hope House in Kansas City, checking on the shelter to make sure everything's been going okay, because you've been rather busy and haven't been able to do a lot of your normal visits. But now that the Sabbat's dealt with, you think you got some breathing room and can check it out. And when you arrive, Ashley is working tonight because that's why you came on this night. And when you come in, you walk in at the front desk and she's just sitting there. She's got a textbook open. She's got a physics textbook of all things. But as soon as she sees you, she stands up and runs over and gives you a big hug. Sunday, it's good to see you here. Oh, this night shift is so boring sometimes.
Actually, big hug. Kind of peeking over her shoulder to see what she's studying.
Yeah.
God, love to help you, but that's way too smart for me.
I enrolled in a damn couple college courses, trying to get that degree.
Oh, good job. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'll use physics, but I mean, it can't be that hard, can it? Throw things, it flies. Drop things, they drop. It's easy, right? That's what I thought.
There's rules and numbers and letters and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was easy. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, but I'm doing okay with it. So
You're super smart. You'll get it.
Yeah, but I am glad you've come by to visit. You might be able to help us out a little bit.
Sure, anything.
We had we've got a new girl here staying with us, Sandra. Um, she ran off because her boyfriend, when he gets drinking, he gets angry and then he doesn't express things in a polite way.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure you know what I mean by that.
Did he catch her on the phone or something?
No, she was talking to the mailman of all things.
The mailman?
He saw one too many movies or something. I don't know. But now we've got a problem with him because I've seen him 3 times scoping this place out at night.
He knows where this place is.
Yeah, I don't know how. I
Must have
think
followed
he had her
somebody.
phone monitored.
Did you get her a new phone?
Yeah, we gave her a burner phone for now. Took her old phone, got rid of it, but I think the damage was already done. We see him, in a week, I've seen him 3 times out front. He parks down the street and she points down the street, but he always sits there in his car. He's not very good at it.
She's not thinking about going back with him, is she?
No, I think, you know how it is, though. I don't think she plans on it, but I think if he got to sit and talk with her and could do the "I'm sorry, baby, it won't happen again" game, you know how that is.
Yeah, I know how that is.
It's a cycle. And once they finally break it, they can break it, but it's hard to break. Now, so far, he's not managed to catch her. But
Does she know he's coming by?
she's the one who told me she recognized his car down the street. He's not there tonight, but he's off on Fridays, so every Friday we see him down the street.
Every Friday, huh?
Yep.
Ashley, you don't happen to know where he lives, do you?
Hang on a second. And she goes over and opens up the file cabinet. And one of these days, we're going to get some computers in here and be able to do this all with computers. But unfortunately, still paper. Let me see here. And she goes through and she pulls out a manila envelope or a manila file folder. She opens up and looks through. Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me write this down for you. And she takes a sticky note and writes an address on it. Yeah, his name's Tony.
Tony. All right.
Yeah, he thinks he's connected and running in deep with with criminal elements. From the sounds of it, he's just a fucking poser.
He doesn't have a record or nothing?
Not that I've been able to find out yet. I called a couple friends of mine to look, but you know how that is. Cops in this
Yeah.
city, you can bribe them and get away from getting a record pretty damn easy. And if he was connected, I'm sure he'd have a rap sheet of some kind.
Well, he
I
don't
think
seem
he's-
too smart, so.
Yeah, I think he's all talk, big tough man thinks he can, hurt a woman half his damn size.
Yeah.
And I know, you don't like resorting to violence, but we've all heard the stories. You pack a bigger punch than you look like. You might be able to teach him the error of his ways about, just because you're smaller than him, you could put a hurt into him to, I don't know, tell him stay away from this damn place and let her go.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might swing by and give him his second chance, if you know what I mean. Like usual, We didn't have this conversation, right?
Oh no, of course not. Of course not. You're just coming by to check in on me. I try not to get you involved in things too often, but we can't go to the cops on it because you know how they'll do it. We don't have a police report filed, and we can't get a restraining order without physical evidence of something happening. And you know how that works. By the time they do something that you get proof of, it's too late. They've already done it.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's going to come to that. No matter how big and bad he thinks he is, right?
I mean,
Swing by.
That's why I'm telling you about it.
And it's better if she thinks he left her,
Yeah. I know she's got potential. If she just break that cycle, I think she can have a good life ahead of her, but
she got any job or hobbies or anything?
I helped her out with a job. I got her working in she does room service at the hotel. I think, isn't that where you're staying? The hotel down there by the arena, by the stadium there?
Sometimes.
Yeah, because I knew some people. I knew the head of housekeeping there, and I got her to give her a job. I know if you're staying there, you probably didn't even notice, just one of the many people that come in, but it's not the kind of thing he'd look for her at. And it's public enough place, even if he found her there, you might have trouble starting shit,
Yeah, cameras everywhere in a hotel.
Yeah. Police nearby, the military thing nearby. Last thing he wants to do is fuck around near some soldier boys, because one of them.
They love a fight.
Yeah, they look for reasons, and you give them. I get to defend some woman's honor, and somebody's going to be just beating his ass.
Plus, how are you doing?
I'm pretty sure he won't go near there. I know can't be true, but I heard there's some guy with like 2 horns on his head, like fucking full horns on his head, that runs around that area.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, that can't be true. I just keep hearing rumors about, you go down there at night and you might see the demon of Kansas City. That's what they started calling him, the demon of Kansas City.
The demon of Kansas City.
I'm like, is he a man or a demon? They said, well, he's a man, but he's not. And so, I hear rumors, but I'm sure. I mean, maybe you could feed Tony to that guy. I mean, if he's real.
If he's a demon, I don't think he would want anything to do with him. It'd be fun to check out.
Yeah, I hear things.
I bet you do.
I haven't heard him messing with any of the ladies, but, I still hear rumors.
Well, if you hear he does, I'm happy to hear it too.
Oh, I know. I try to we look out for our girls for sure.
You looking out for yourself?
I mean, that's why I'm going back to college. I'm trying to get that degree, I love this job and all, but, it pays the bills, but doesn't pay them well enough for me, But if I can get a degree, I can use that to get, better paying job, get a bigger house, not have to work as hard. I'd love to get off the night shift, I'm a night owl and all, but it kind of kills the social life a bit when you're working nights all the time.
Doesn't it?
I mean, you would know. I mean, you seem to work nights all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
It is hard to keep friends.
It is. But I am glad when you stop by. I love to see you stop in. And for some reason, you have this knack of always showing up when I've got a problem, whether I've told you or not.
Sometimes the universe just gives you a hand when you need it, right?
Definitely karma involved somewhere. Look, as far as a lot of ladies around here are concerned, they don't know what you do, but they've started calling you the angel.
Isn't that silly?
I don't know how I don't tell them. Nobody seems to tell them. But I think, the guy you broke his legs last month?
Jeff?
Yeah, I think they found out about him and they attributed it to you. And, now you're getting a reputation as, the one
I
who
mean, to be
fixes
fair,
things.
one was broken, one was dislocated, but I guess either way, he doesn't move too fast these days.
No. And, he hasn't been a problem since then either.
Good.
Last I heard, he gave her the house back and left town because I don't know. I'm sure you didn't threaten to break his back, but he mentioned about the crazy bitch might come back and snap my spine if I don't leave town. You wouldn't. You're too sweet to do something like that, I'm sure.
Of course. But everyone does only get 1 second chance.
Yeah. Make sure Tony he learns the lesson.
I will. I promise.
I know you're good for your word.
Tell
Yeah.
everybody else I said hi.
I will. Most of the girls are sleeping right now. It's late.
That's why I told you to tell him.
Yeah. You should swing by next week. We're having a little party.
A party? What kind of party?
Yeah, Andrea, she got a new job. She's going to be leaving town. She managed to land her a sweet paying job over in New York. So enough that she's already got an apartment lined up in New York. So she's getting out of town. So we're going to throw her a going away party.
Oh, wow. That's so unexpected and far away.
Yeah. So if you can come, I'm sure she'd love to see you, say goodbye to you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll swing by.
Yeah. we're going to the party starts at 8, but you know how this is, we're going to probably be carrying on till who knows when.
Got to make sure her farewell is memorable, huh?
That's right. It's great when one of the girls manages to get out of it, and to get ahead. And I think she's finally got her life straightened out.
I'm so happy for her.
So am I.
Been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's so hard some of these days,
I just don't want them to ever feel like they're alone.
Yeah. And not when they got the guardian angel running around.
Oh, Ashley, please.
I didn't give you the name.
Well, now you told me about it.
It could be worse. They could call you the Grim Reaper.
I never
Or the
killed any
Demon of
them.
Kansas City.
The demon.
Well,
I'll try
they
not
say
to
he's
come
got,
in
like-
with my horns on.
They say he's got like big horns and shit on his head.
Just outside on the street?
Yeah, just wandering around, riding a motorcycle most nights.
I'm going to have to look out for that.
Let me know if you see it, because I've got to know if it's true, because if it's true, it sounds kind of hot to me.
Ashley, no.
What?
Ashley, no. Ashley, no.
Okay.
There's 1,000 other guys out there.
But horns. Come on.
If I see him, I will let you know.
Oh, please. Thank you. Thank you. That'd be great. Just think of the stories he has to tell. I have to ask where he got horns from.
Probably Party City.
That's what I want, because everyone swears they're not costumes, but there's no way they're real. So
He probably got a workshop in his garage, thinks he's something.
I'm betting the stories are I bet you he don't even have horns. He has a helmet with horns on it, and people are just saying he's got horns.
Maybe a headband.
Yeah. Can't be real.
Can't be. Mm-mm.
I got to get back to studying, though. And she comes over and wraps her arms around you again. You definitely, I know you've been busy. You need to come by more often, though, because maybe I can teach you some of this physics shit I got here.
Oh, you're never going to teach me physics, but you can try.
It helps
I'll
sometimes
help
to
you
talk
study.
through
You
it.
got flashcards? I'll hold them.
Actually, yeah, I've got some flashcards, and she goes over to the desk and pulls out, and she's got one, and it's just one long equation.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, I probably should not have picked physics. I thought it'd be easy. You throw things, they fall. Throw things up, they go up, they come back down.
Well,
Turns out physics is more involved than that.
It's easy to see, not so easy to math.
Yeah. Not the
Good luck
best
with that,
elective to
Ashley.
take. Not the best elective.
If you need something, you let me know, okay?
I will. And we'll see you at the party, right? I'll let the girls know you're coming.
I promise. Cross my heart.
As long as you can make it, they'll be so happy. And she comes over, gives you another hug.
Big, like mama bear hug.
Yep. And then goes back and sits back down and picks up her physics book. And you can see as soon as she starts reading it, her eyes start doing that glazed cross look. She's trying to learn it, but it's physics.
Then gonna just very carefully fold the Post-it note into the pocket, out the door.
And as Sunday goes out into the night, she's got someone to go visit. Someone who is gonna have a bad night. And this is where we're gonna end the intermissions for season 4. Next Friday, everybody. Come here for season 5. And hey, Shanky, take us out in this next video. Thank you for joining us tonight for these intermissions. We will be back next week at 8 p.m. Eastern for Kansas City, A Domain Divided, Season 5, Episode 1. Please join us on our Discord. That is where we cast all of these shows. That is where you can hang out with us. Sometimes we do Zoom hangouts where we just hang out with the community a bit, but please join us over there. If you want to catch back episodes, pop over to our YouTube. You can catch all the back episodes over on the YouTube. If you want to support some amazing content creators, check out our friends. I'm not going through all of them right now. I'm a bit tired, but please check out our friends. If you want to support the viewers you saw tonight or the players you saw tonight, please. Bits and donations will go to the players tonight. It doesn't go to the studio. If you want to support the studio, though, you can buy a coffee for the studio, or if you're watching on YouTube, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. Those are all nice, free, easy ways to contribute there. Now, if you'd like to get you some merch, including the Cats to Do This merch, please pop over to our Zazzle link there. You can pick up your merch. You have to do sign in because a number of our things have to be themed adult because of foul language. So please take care of that. For the schedule this week, the schedule is we have tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, because Europe is finally back caught up to us, we have Call of Cthulhu, London Esoteric Society, put on by Tiss. You should go check that out, her band of amazing investigators. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern, we have Hidden City, which is a vampire V5 chronicle that is not run by Shanky. It's run by Judy Von Esch. And you can check out her and her group of players as they get into all kinds of trouble in the Juniverse version of Chicago. Then next Wednesday, of course, we are back with our Mage the Ascension, Magic City Memoirs. Ravnos Archon and his group of magic slingers are, hey, we haven't recorded it yet, or played it yet. I don't know what they're doing this week or next week. But you should check that out. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, Friday, we are back with Kansas City, A Domain Divided. You should definitely come check that out. And as always, as in the stream, everybody, mental health, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Please take your mental health seriously. Take the mental health of others seriously. Check in on those around you because a lot of people are not okay. And sometimes it takes a kind voice, a helping hand, something to help somebody out. And if you're suffering from mental health issues, I want you to get help. Reach out to your support network. But if you don't feel you can, right now in chat is a list of numbers you can call or text 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There'll be somebody on the other end of the line to help you out. Because listen, everybody, mental health is health, and we want you to take care of yourself. And it's important. If you're not in the U.S., though, or if you watch this on YouTube, you can go to findahelpline.com, and you can get the support in your country and get that taken care of. Because please, everybody, please, Take care of yourselves. And since Mama's not here, I'm going to tell you, get your shots. I'm also going to tell you, the government is fucked right now. Everything's fucked right now. We're all fucked. But if you voted for Trump, or if you voted or abstained from voting, I want to personally tell you to fuck you. What he's doing to the federal government sucks. And as somebody who works for the federal government, that works hard for the federal government, I can tell you for a fact, federal government's not full of people who just want to get paid to do absolutely nothing. We have families, we have lives, we work hard for our job because we're trying to do something better for people, okay? And what's going on is some bullshit. So fuck Trump, fuck everybody in Congress who's letting him do the unconstitutional things he's doing, because that's some bullshit too. Seriously. But I do thank you all for coming, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Good night.